It's time!
Hello, this is Caveman PRDR, and welcome to another one of my YouTube videos. Hi, welcome to another League of Legends of Odd review. This is a actual first ranked game of the season I've played with Hecarim jungle. I was duo queuing with the Nautilus support, little superstar. We went, I went 7-0-5 as Hecarim. We finished the match in 23 minutes and 27 seconds. We were up 5 turrets, 11 kills, almost a 9k gold difference, and 3 dragons. We'll go over to the runes. I'll use Phase Rush, Nimbus Cloak, Celerity, Water Walking, Sudden Impact, and Ravenous Hunter. I go ward the Pixel Bush on the opposite side of where I plan on starting, so if I want to start red, I'm going to ward this Pixel Bush. Kha'Zix actually meets me here, and we basically take each other, and I have to back. But anyway, I planned on starting red, so I was going to ward right on or close to that Pixel Bush side. And I basically let the team know I'm going to start on my red side of clear. So whenever I'm doing this clear, I will go red, Krugs, Raptors, Wolves, Blue, then Gromp, and then I will get the Scuttle. The Scuttle's going to spawn around the time I finish the Wolves on this clear. Now, one important thing to note whenever you're doing your first clear, if you're ever on the blue side, or if you're starting your first clear, whether you do a 3 clear or a full clear, ideally you want to finish with Gromp, because Gromp will, for the Season 11 changes, Gromp gives you health back instead of Scuttle now. So that gives you more agency on finishing your Gromp before you go over to get the Scuttle for dominance. Now, right here, I noticed where Kha'Zix wasn't in a certain cone of vision whenever I hit his vision light in the red side jungle, and I saw his raptor camp was back up, his raptor camp was up, so I decided to clear all of the raptors but one of the small ones, so that way it would delay the respawn and it would deny him experience. And once I come back off of my rotation, I go straight up to my red side and start my clearing. And because I know that we have Prio in mid and we have Prio in bot, I go ahead and start Dragon. I threw a vision down inside the pit, so I knew that if I was given enough time, I could get away with it freely. And Kha'Zix comes in is a little too late. Now Kha'Zix does kind of want to gank bot right here, but he's got his blue side clear to go deal with. I get to do my first back off of this, or my second back off of this. I get Sheen, Longsword, and Boots. I actually get the Longsword off of this back. I think I backed before and had Boots and Sheen. But anyway, my red buff has respawned, so I go and grab my red. And then I also start working on my raptors. And then my blue side clear is going to be up, so I should go toward my blue. Now, I notice Katarina is very weak right there, so I want to see if I can get a quick kill on her. However, I go in there and she flashes past where I try to gank her, which is fine because that means it burns her flash, and she burns, I think she burns like a dash or a kill. So I'm looking for other opportunities while I'm in front of Dragon, because I just solo took Dragon. There is no Dragon for me to have to worry about taking because we already took it like 3 minutes ago, or 2 minutes ago. So I've got my Sweeper lens back up. I want to see if there's any wards that I can clear after the failed gank in bar. Or after the failed gank in red. I know my Krugs have respawned, so I go after my third level Krugs and my third clear of Krugs. Now I noticed that Kha'Zix is actually decided to come in in game. Now, we actually have Mordekaiser coming to TP in, and we also have myself coming in off of my Krugs. He counter gang for me in a 4v3 team fight. That we win. So, ideally, Mordekaiser and I go to their back line and attack their squishies. I come in with my ult, fear 2 of them, and then chase down the Kha'Zix because I know Kha'Zix is very weak. Now, normally off of this, if Dragon's up, you hit the turret and then you get your bot lane to help you go after Dragon. But because I know Dragon's already gone, because I took it, literally took it, I can help our ADC get gold off of taking down a couple plates on the turret. Now, off of this respawn, I know my blue side's back up because I've been clearing my red side. So I need to start clearing my blue side. Now, Kha'Zix is actually soloing this Herald, which is kind of interesting, and he does take it, which is whatever. I'm not trying to start a fight against them. I will settle for going back into my blue side. Now, unfortunately, Ahri does die again, right here. But it is what it is. And I get to do my blue side clear. So, because of Mordekaiser's vision right here, he knows Kha'Zix is walking up and down between my blue side opening and his top lane tri bush being this bush that's got the 3 angles. So Kha'Zix knows, Mordekaiser knows Kha'Zix is there. And I actually come in for the counter game. And while I don't actually think I assist the Mordekaiser on that kill for the Kha'Zix, I scare the Riven off. And I also come back down, clear out some more vision. And I want to see if I can possibly help kill Katarina right there, which unfortunately she gets the kill on Ahri. And she dashes past me, which is fine, it's whatever. Katarina's just hard to gank. It is what it is. You can't really get a kill on her unless you force all of her dashes and her flash out. So it is what it is. Oh, okay, so their top lane. Oh, okay, so our bot lane was pushed in pretty far, and their top lane actually teleported in, and the jungler actually also came in and killed. They kill our support. So at the expense of a TP, they do kill one of our teammates. I'm clearing Krugs. I know this, or I'm clearing Krugs because I know Krugs is respawned. And after a little bit, I noticed that Ahri roams towards in front of the dragon pit, and whenever we have vision inside the dragon pit, we see Kha'Zix is really low health, trying to clear dragon with really low health. Ahri actually makes a really good play right here. In recognizing, because of this ward right here, recognizing that the Kha'Zix is trying to solo take this drag. What it should have happened is Riven should have stuck around, and the support should have came here to help him so they could secure the dragon because they had a man advantage. But because Ahri comes over here and roams, recognizing that Katarina's not in lane, she makes a play. Now, Ahri just literally all ends it. Like, Ahri has died 5 times in lane, but it's still a really, really clutch play. So, ideally, the best way to start the fight's against the Katarina right there. Now, Katarina is obviously really low health, but what you need to do is you need to fear her first, so that way she cannot taunt to get away. So ideally you do start with the E, but you make sure she doesn't know you're coming. And you have to R her to fear her, so that way she can't use any of her dashes to get away from you. Right here, I fully intended on backing off of this team fight because they had 2 people that were full health. Our Ahri's half health and I'm just low mana. Our support recognizes that the bot lane is in mid, and our ADC recognizes it too, so they're actually going to come in from behind to try to help us. So this pretty much is an opportunity to use as a bait. Nautilus is going to take a good bit of aggro here on this fight, but it allows me to come back in. And it results in an easy kill on the Kha'Zix for Felix. Because he's stuck on our side of that mid lane wall, where Jinx and Seraphine were on the other side. And once again, their team's kind of getting picked apart. I had went over to their rapid to see if there was any more clear I could take while they were down a man. And I continued to do more of the same. They had one person overextend, so we killed the Hecarim back there. And the next thing I need to do while they're down a man is continue to steal some of their. Now, we get really, really close to killing the Ribbon there, but unfortunately that turns into a lost fight quickly. So the next upcoming objective is the third dragon. If you look up to this point, so Riven, Seraphine, Kha'Zix, and Jinx were all on their blue side jungle fighting. Just a minute ago, they just killed like 2 or 3 of us, and Drake was coming up. So Kha'Zix, I guess it's Kha'Zix pinging the dragon. He knows he needs help over here. But the only problem is that the support's the only person that's over here. Meanwhile, we've got 3 people sitting in one of the bushes, waiting to see if someone is going to come out to challenge us, or if we just need to go in. Now we know Kha'Zix is nearby, so unfortunately Kha'Zix was the only one, and because he was the only one there, he and the support, they couldn't contest us for the dragon. So we sacrificed our mid laner for the dragon and for a kill on Kha'Zix, because they had decided to overcommit on chasing down the party, which was its own. And once I know that we have a push in the mid lane, we have a push in bot lane, I go over to their blue side clear and start taking them games, because it's the best way to keep Kha'Zix down while he's down. He's literally 1 in 6. He's down 2 levels on me. Denying his jungle clear is one of the best ways to keep him behind. It's actually an extended fight in the top, because they're just having a really hard time killing Mordekaiser with the same fight. Now he does die, but he's able to sustain himself alive long enough to allow me to come up there and help. But at this point in the fight, we basically just made a 1 for 3. We have some good wards in their red side jungle and 1 ward in their blue side jungle. So once again, we've got pushes and lanes. Once again, I want to go into their jungle and clear camps while my laners get lane steals. And once I'm already this far into the red side clear, or on their red side clear, I see that the Aphelios and the Nautilus are getting chased out. So what I want them to do specifically is to run toward me in the jungle, so that way I can bait kills for the Aphelios and myself. So Aphelios run straight at me. They do want to engage on the Nautilus, and what actually happens here is I disengage from clearing their red, and I run into receive fear ult. Jinx tries to get back under her tower. I fling her out from under it. So once again, we've gotten more kills. Once again, I want to go back to denying the jungle camps. And then we get another fight right here out of desperation. It kind of takes place right here. So what you're going to see is their team comp, which is 3 out of 5 members of their team comp are made to dive into our backline. Being Riven, Kha'Zix, and Katarina. They're all designed to run in and attack your backline from behind. Literally 2 of them are assassins and 1 of them's a fighter. They're made to go kill the backline. That's what their kits are. So what you're going to see is them trying to do what they're supposed to do. The problem is they have no front line to help them. And you're going to see a lot of dinking and dunking. Using this... trying to fight around this wall. This wall basically splits their team in half. And it results in a couple more picks for us. So I'll go over it as we're fighting. So the Kha'Zix goes in by himself, makes himself super duper good. I kite him off, and then we actually see where Katarina comes in at our back line. And it results in another easy kill for us. Ari actually makes a really, really big kill. And quite frankly, when we know we're up 4v2 right there, we know we can go under this tower with our push and go and attack the other 2 people, which results in a kill on Riven and Seraphine having to run back under her base. And them ultimately deciding that they can't win the match and FF. That is how you want to start your ranked season as a jungler. Hello, this is Caveman PRDR. Thank you for joining me on another one of my YouTube videos today. If you enjoyed the content, please like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and comment down below any questions or comments that you have about the content. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.